What's good, you guys, and welcome back to another episode of The DJ's Take.
I'm Donnie.
And I'm James, and on this show, we talk about the music industry from a fan's point of view. Donnie, what are we talking about today?
Today, we will be discussing the greatest singers of all time. I think we're doing what? Top 10?
Yeah, top 10, but of course, we'll do honorary mentions because it's
absolutely
impossible, bro.
Absolutely impossible. It's hard to have 10 singers, and honestly, it's just like they're so fluid. As my friend Stephen A would say, fluid, right? This is fluid. It's fluid. It's, you can put one or two, three, or a lot of these artists honestly are inspired by each other, by other artists, and they will take from here and there. So
yeah. And how we'll do it is Donnie will run his 10, I'll run my 10, and we got our producer Tim on the mic. What up, Tim?
Yo.
And so we'll be just running ours and critiquing ours. So Donnie, you're up first.
all right, so we're going 1 to 10 or 10 to 1?
We can do 10 and then your top singer of all time.
Okay,
I feel like that's more exciting.
10 for me would be Stevie Wonder.
Fair.
I think he's just a wonderful singer. I think honestly, vocally, you ain't matching him. Next is Jennifer Hudson.
Oh.
Number 9,
Queen.
she has to just be in the top 10, and I'll go into it later about why she should be top 10. Number 8, Celine Dion. Just absolutely beautiful, angelic voice. You really can't get better than that. 7, Ray Charles. Man is just a master on a mic. He sings. And I went back and I was like, am I just saying this because? No, I went back and listened to it.
It's funny. I did the same thing, and it's just like
you just can't, like, 'cause you're like, okay, well, he's out there. He's singing though. Singing hard notes to hit.
Question for you, because I did the same, like listening back to the old things. Do you think it's an advantage or a disadvantage from them singing back then versus the equipment now? Because I go back and forth.
I think you had to have talent back then. I think like you really had to be able to sing. So it's like if they sound like a foot, then hey, they weren't. You can't record.
But I go back and forth with it because I'm like, man, what would Whitney sound like on today's things? But yet, when I hear a song with the mechanics that they had back then, I'm like, I instantly feel like it just sounds better and classic. I don't know if I'm like, I don't know how I would judge it.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's an advantage or a disadvantage.
I think it can be both, because also I do feel like as a newer artist, it is hard to beat the greats. Like you even see like LeBron James topping all the numbers. It's like nope.
Especially with R&B, like you can't get that classic 90s R&B sound.
Yeah, exactly. And it's because it's evolved. It's not just R&B anymore. So
100%.
You got a side of caution. And like everybody on my list is like past their 40s. You know what I'm saying? So it's just what we gonna do? Jaquiz, So like number 6, Mario. Man, the man is vocally gifted beyond belief. It's just you can't, as an artist, I don't see anybody beating him as a man. Like you would have to go and grab the greats to face off against him. He can sing.
He's so good, so talented.
Number 5, Sam Cooke. I love me some Sam Cooke.
You always love Sam Cooke.
Yeah, he's just wonderful talent, and it's just mic's on. He can sing. 4, Mariah Carey. I just think she's one of the most vocally gifted human beings in the world. She does wonderful. Number 3 is Luther Vandross. My God, guys, I'm talking about like I'm gonna go. I'm gonna keep going.
Now, which Luther? Big Luther or skinny Luther? There's a difference.
Different Luthers, but I don't. Both of them. They're wonderful.
They're 1 and 2. No.
So next would be Aretha Franklin. She's just dope. She's Aretha. She's like the grandmother of it all.
I broke Aretha's record.
And then number 1 is Whitney Houston.
Of course.
So that's why I don't have Jennifer Hudson as far, because in my opinion, she's like almost a carbon copy of Whitney Houston. However,
really?
Yeah, they sing very similar.
I don't get that.
Just if you sound like on the Dreamgirls album, she sounds like Whitney. Like it's just how it is. So I think they're like the same person.
Would you say that, Timothy?
Jennifer Hudson
has a hearty voice, like a hearty.
Jennifer Hudson's voice she's a little stronger. She got a little more soul in it. It's her voice is stronger.
Have you listened to Whitney Houston's gospel album?
Actually, I might. What's it called?
I don't know what it's called, but it was like a bunch of gospel songs. It just came out not too long ago, like of them dropping it. But even if you listen to The Preacher's Wife, Joy to the World,
I always hear her when
like,
she has her song with Cece.
Yes,
like when they're doing that.
But
that's interesting. Okay.
So yeah, I think they're literally the same artist in my opinion, just reincarnated. And that's why I had to have her in the top 10, because if you can sing like Whitney, if you sound somewhat like Whitney, you have to be recognized. Luther Vandross though, like there is a video with him singing with Whitney Houston, and
he's unreal.
He, in my opinion, he whooped her. And I was so shocked because I know Luther Vandross. I listen to his music, but
whooping is crazy though. That's
bro.
Crazy.
Go. Did I send you the video?
No.
It was. I was like, oh my gosh, he can hit that. It was unreal.
That's nuts. I know Luther he's the GOAT, but whooping. I don't think anybody's whooping Whitney at the time.
James, I was in disbelief. He wasn't that high on my list. I went that day. I went through a deep dive into Luther Vandross, and I was like, yeah, he's up there. He's 3.
All right, Luther.
As you see, Whitney's still up there.
Yeah.
Whitney could have had a bad day.
Yeah. I don't believe Sam Cooke should be on there.
I have a couple people that are not on the list, and I have a couple people that could be switched around on that list. But I'm not mad at it, though. I'm not mad at it.
I might have, if I could switch, and Marvin Gaye might be put into Sam Cooke's spot, but Sam Cooke is a legend.
And I'm not... This is no shade to Mario. It's just like I
understand he hasn't had the success as these people.
I'm not even judging the success, but I just don't think he has a diverse tone. He's more of the R&B bag tone, and I don't think he can do everything that I would want him to do.
I think he can. But
do you want to duke it out right now and say what you really want to say? That I said Sam Smith's better than
no,
Mario?
you just better have him on your list. That's all. Man was talking
all
crazy.
Right. All right, so I'll do
all his people on his list better sing opera.
Top 10. Speaking of which, is Taylor Swift number 11? Is that why she's just not top 10? She's number 11.
I wish she'd be top 10. If
oh,
you have Beyonce as your top 10.
Oh, but no, not top 10, but 11. 11? She in the 11?
Go ahead, do your list. Do your list.
All right, number 10, Adele. I like Adele. I think that she sings hearty. Now, one thing for me is you're going to get advantage if you can sing soulful. I know not everyone loves the soulful tones, but I love me some soul. I think that she's also has diverse in her tone. She has range. Number 9, Celine Dion.
Okay.
I like me some Celine. I think My Heart Will Go On is probably one of the best songs of all time. I think that her vocals are timeless. We hope Celine gets well. I heard she's really going through it right now.
Very sad.
Very sad. She's such an unbelievable talent.
And a wonderful person.
Oh, yeah, definitely a wonderful person. Now, this might be controversial to you, but I have a reason why she's number 7. Christina Aguilera.
No, I'm not going to argue with you. She's in my top 20, but she's definitely not 10.
I like her. I liked her, and her voice has stayed healthy as she aged. But once I seen how much Whitney put respect on Christina's name, it gave me a new outlook, because I think it was American Music Awards, it might have been, that she gave Whitney tribute, and I scoffed, and I was like, who told Christina she can do the do the Whitney Houston Bodyguard of all albums tribute? She is not worthy, until I found out that Whitney Houston said she's the only one worthy to sing her songs. So I was like,
Christina Aguilera,
all right.
She's one of those forces to be reckoned with. She got the numbers to back her up. She got the plaques to back some stuff up, the number ones, and her voice overall is a gem.
Number 6, I got Patti LaBelle.
Okay.
Big Patti LaBelle guy. I think people don't realize her whistle note. She can do the whistle note clean as day. And I like Patti because no matter what, she can sing at the drop of a hat. Like, she doesn't need, I need a warm up. She's instantly can take you there anyway. And she's very good close with Luther too, and they have some very good duets. I just huge Patti guy.
I'm not mad at the list so far.
No,
at all.
Very good Patti guy. Number 5, I have Michael Bublé. I like Michael Bublé.
I have him in my top 15, I think, or 10, 20. Yeah, I love me Michael Bublé.
I just think he can just take as that big.
That's number what for you?
Hearty voice. 5.
I think that's a bit high, but
but
like definitely if you're saying Sam Cooke, if you don't have Sam Cooke in your list and you got Michael Bublé, I think you're out insane.
I just think he has more of a range that really like. I really like his tone of voice. I just really do.
I love me Michael Bublé. He's one of my favorites, so I can't argue it. But I wouldn't do it. There's just too many greats that I feel like to disrespect him and put him there.
That's fair.
Like if you don't have Ray Charles on your list and you have Michael, if you don't have Ray Charles on it but you have Michael Bublé, I think that's a disservice. But we'll see.
I can hear that. Number 4, I got Jennifer Hudson.
Okay.
One of my favorites. I really want to give her number 1, but I had to like get a grip. But she
I said her and Whitney for me are the same person, so it's like she could have went number 1, but it's like with like the Kobe debate. Like Kobe's too much like Michael to give him number 1. You can't, like he already did it and he did it better, you know. So
yep. I just think that she can, like I said about Patty, she can sing at any time, anywhere, any
function.
Belt.
I never heard a bad video of her singing, or them like, oh, she can't sing.
No, and the only one on our list, mine and yours, that's an EGOT winner. So she's mad talented.
Absolutely.
Mad talented. Shout out to Jennifer Hudson. Do I love her talk show? But number 3 for me is Luther Vandross.
Okay.
I think
so. Like we got him in the same spot. It's like one that we had the exact same. I'm guessing.
Same.
Okay.
Then he's very, very talented, and like basically everything we said, we covered that. Number 2, I have Taylor Swift. No, I have Mariah Carey. I think it's undeniable.
So you are gonna do the disrespectful thing you called me about,
Mariah,
aren't you?
Mariah. No,
I'm talking about like Aretha ain't on this list, ain't she?
Mariah is a talent.
Boy, I tell you.
We'll discuss. Mariah is a talent that's unparalleled. Go back, watch her early 90s stuff. Now, what I almost dropped Mariah for this. I almost made her go up, but she's so talented at her prime that I've moved her forward because her voice isn't healthy as she aged.
Yo, absolutely.
Like her
terrible.
Voice, she didn't do the proper care that she needed to for her voice. It's came back in recent years, but for a while
better. But she's not the Mariah that she used to be.
No,
simple.
Patty is in her 70s, and she can still low-mo blow, dog. And the other singers that we listed, they can still sing. Jennifer Hudson in her 40s can sing. You know, everyone can really, really sing. And so I really wanted to knock her some points for that, but she's just so much of a talent at her prime. I had to give it to her. And then number 1 is another other than Whitney Houston, The Voice.
Beyonce must be number 11, right?
Literally, she's in the top 20. Or in my top 20. I probably would put her at 14. Taylor Swift in the top 20?
Absolutely not.
30. Come on. She's
just,
top 30. Come on.
We gotta be real. There's just some great singers. Like I said, the fact that we only had to do 10 is just
keep
insane.
Taylor Swift away from this list. All right.
Yeah.
Top 100?
She might be in the top 100.
Get out of here.
Only because he can't think of 100 singers.
Yes. Like the little girl at church. No.
Which one do we have controversy? Oh, Michael Bublé, and you don't have Aretha Franklin on your list. Is insane.
That's disrespectful.
And then this is the man who told me that basically classical singers take overall. They are the most sophisticated, hard thing to do. Bro,
Sam Smith.
Where's John Legend, bro? Where's
tough.
John Legend on your list, bro?
It was tough for me.
Bro. Where was all this rah you were talking when I called you and I said Mario is one of the greatest singers ever, and you're like, I think Sam Smith is more talented than him.
I do.
I also think that John Legend is because they can sing classical. They can go Broadway. But nobody on your list can besides Michael Bublé. You are biased, bro. I'm glad to know I won that argument when we talked all them weeks ago about that.
Wow.
Simple.
I think
Why you keep receipts like that, though?
I think Sam Smith is definitely better than Mario. I think that if you can do a bigger range,
Sam Smith can do one thing. Stay with me. That's it.
And Mario goes,
You should let me love
No. Mario, the boys, the men,
you.
reverence him. They're like, he is something good. He is something to behold.
Baby, good love and good function.
Okay, but John Legend's like, my head, I know
Bro, he's the same in every single song. He is notorious for making us all go to bed. I play him before every night, and I sleep wonderful.
One thing that I want to say for the record, for just so we have it in 4K. So you're saying Mario is still and you had him at what?
I had Mario at what?
I think 6 or something. He's in your top 10.
He's definitely top 10.
But
Mario is number 6.
But his sales and his records.
I don't care about that, bro.
No, listen to my point. But his sales and his records and stuff are like little to none. But that doesn't matter, correct?
Hey, we're talking about greatest singers all the time. We're
Yeah,
not talking about artistry.
I just want to say that doesn't
We're not
matter.
talking about the biggest artist right now. That's irrelevant
Okay,
to
so we're
your
talking.
argument.
I'm just saying.
He's trying to bring this around.
Nah, why
some way
not?
wrap around Beyonce, Taylor Swift, or Chris Brown. He always does it.
Nah,
That's the
I
only
just
thing
wanna
he
know.
ever lives for.
I just wanted to know.
However, the fact that you don't have Aretha
Y'all at
Franklin
home.
or Ray Charles over Michael Bublé
Now,
is absolutely
shall I get
insane.
canceled? Shall I get canceled? Are you ready for me?
Go ahead.
Are you ready? Do I want to say it? You already know what I want.
If you don't say it, I'll say it. So you might as well speak your piece.
All right. I say this in a humble, I'm humbly saying this. In a little dark corner, it's only me and you. I just never got the Aretha Franklin hype. I just never got it. I understand.
Make me sick.
I understand. I completely understand.
Make me sick.
I completely understand. She is soul. She is the definition of soul. I don't think she has like the diversity of range to where I wanted to like really give her that crown that even she's on number 1 on Rolling Stone, everyone's list. I just don't get the undeniable hype when there's like Patti LaBelle, Whitney Mariah.
It's just she can sing, bro. Like her soul is you can feel it, and it's
You
just,
can feel the
she
just
has,
got done with slavery in her voice. Feel it, man.
Oh my god!
You can feel
Wade
is
in the
free
water.
we just got free. Like
She set the tone for people of Beyonce.
I get it. And I'm hypocritical because didn't I just not say 5 minutes ago, rewind the tape, that I care about soulful singing and all that?
You're just
like,
biased. He just says whatever at this point.
Oh my God.
He really does. Like,
all right, I'll quickly go through mine. At number 10, this is a little bit unorthodox. Now, to me, I have a couple different ways of feeling like what singing is. And just because you don't like Lomo Blow, you can really sing still. So like number 10, I have Bob Marley. I think he
What?
get him out of here.
All right. What were
we
you saying?
doing in here?
What were you saying, Donnie? Honorable mentions. Let's skip
I have
on.
Bob Marley at number 10. He has a beautiful voice. At number 9, I have Fantasia Barrino.
Okay.
That's disrespectful. I gotta give her honorable mentions.
I'm like,
'cause
come
she can
on,
sing.
yo.
I have.
Hold on. I gotta say this. Unbelievable. I want you to picture this. The year is like what, Tim? 2002, maybe, when she was on American Idol. I still remember this day like it was yesterday. Me and Tim used to rush home from karate to watch American Idol. Bottom 3 was Fantasia, Jennifer Hudson, and another, I think her name was Latavia, if I'm not tripping. Latoya. Her name was Latoya. Bottom 3. And Jennifer Hudson got sent home on American Idol. That's unbelievable, American Idol. How dare you?
Talking about
guys.
arguably one of the greatest singers of all
Of
time.
all time. You put her in number 3, bottom 3 with Fantasia. They were bottom 3 that week. I almost boycotted the whole show. I was disgusted. All right, go ahead.
At number 8, I have Stevie Wonder.
Okay.
At number 7, I have Luther Vandross.
Yup.
At number 6, real gospel singers. No, I have Rance Allen at number 6.
Hey, you're dope.
That's
for doing
smart.
That. I had him in my top 20. So
Rance Allen is one of the most.
vocally
If you have not heard him, he's the only person that can go sky high and baritone low at the same time. He is incredible.
That's very good.
At number 5, I have Mariah Carey. Wow. At number 4,
5's disrespectful, I'm not gonna lie.
At number 4, I have Steve Perry, the original singer from Journey.
okay.
Incredible. To me, he's the greatest.
I'm
To
not
me-
mad at it.
To me, he's the best.
4's a little high, but
To me, he's the best white male singer I've ever heard.
I disagree. I think his voice is gonna crack under pressure in a little bit. I think he can do what he does very well, but
man, I don't know, man.
And I'll tell you who I think is probably the greatest.
At number 3, I have Celine Dion. At number 2, I have Aretha Franklin. And at number 1, I have Whitney Houston.
His list is already better than you just because of Aretha.
Listen, I'll take all the smoke. I understand. I'll take all the smoke.
So I'm going to do my honorable mentions. My honorable mentions are basically just, I made a list of 23 because I thought we were going to go through 25 because I thought 10 was just, it's hard. Like how?
Yeah.
And then you feel disrespectful because you didn't say anybody, but however, y'all stated some. So 11 is Adele. 12 is Brian McKnight, and you Brian said McKnight, Perry. Yeah. What is
Steve Perry?
Steve Perry. You said I put Michael Bolton. 13. That man.
I think Steve Perry got him, man.
When a man loves a woman.
True,
have you heard?
True, that is iconic.
Separate Ways by Journey.
Yes, Tim. I don't think there's another. There's Michael Bolton probably should be top 10. I'm probably disrespectful.
I think it goes off preference at the end.
That man, no, he can sing, Tim. It's blank.
No, I know he can sing.
Like,
I'm just saying,
his notes, his range can be anywhere.
When a man can hit that high note but scream, but it still sound like you singing, like you have like that soul, like deep pitted, like pain in your voice.
You're stating everything Michael Bolton is.
Like I know he got it, but man, I think Perry got a little bit more.
When he said "When a man loves a woman," we all were like feeling. We were like, "Oh my goodness." So there's that. Next would be, where am I? Elton John. 15 is John Legend. 16 is Rance Allen. 17
That's way too low.
I know. It's just, so if you're, I'll say it after I finish because I do want to put respect on some of the people I mentioned. 17 Shirley Caesar. 18 is CeCe Winans. 19 is Phil Collins. 20 is Luke Combs.
Phil Collins is tough.
Yep. 20 is Luke Combs. 21 is Bruno Mars. 22.
What?
22 I got. 22 I got Chris Stapleton. 23 I got Josh Groban.
I'm sorry, Bruno Mars being in
Michael Bublé.
Bruno Mars being in your top 25 is crazy.
I think the man can sing. Simple.
Crazy.
But
so Michael Bublé, he's above Michael Bublé for you,
in my opinion. So what I wanted to say about
again, it comes off preference to me.
When you said way too slow, way too low. I want to say I have a lot of gospel artists who I would have in the top 10. However, for the purposes of the show, I wanted people to be able to know some of the artists, so I didn't do that. Like, I believe Fred Hammond's one of the most vocally gifted human beings in the world, and like you said, Rance Allen would probably be number 2 in my opinion, because his range is limitless. It's unreal. He sounds like a 2-year-old sometimes. Like, that's how high he can hit.
He can hit sky high. Yeah, he can hit baritone low. He can do both.
So, that's why I made sure I put them in my top 25, and I wanted to make sure that I stated that, because I don't want to sell gospel artists short. These are some of the greatest singers ever. And it comes from y'all.
All right, my honorary mentions are Aretha Franklin.
He doesn't even have her on the list.
He wasn't on that list. She wasn't on that list.
Lying.
I have her 180th right under Taylor Swift. No, I'm just playing. My honorary mentions are definitely Stevie Wonder, Frank Sinatra, because I just feel like he's an OG.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it.
Marvin Gaye, which I feel like we should.
One of us. Why didn't have him up there?
I feel like we should have had. You have Bruno Mars and not Marvin Gaye. So
well, I would switch that.
Shameful.
I would switch that for sure.
Shameful.
Marvin Gaye would have to get in the top 15 somewhere, so I would have to rearrange something.
Freddie Mercury, just because his texture of his voice, like I think there's certain textures I love. Tim said Fantasia, which I did forget about that. I would definitely have to put her in. Al Green. Ariana Grande. I think Ariana Grande is one of the best vocalists of the modern era.
Not mad at it because she's basically Mariah. So it's like what I said with Jennifer Aniston. I understand it.
Yeah, and that's about it. I think I would say for unique, not necessarily I would say they're skillful voices, but they're just unique and different. I like that Lady Gaga always sings 100% live, and because she wants you to feel the grittiness of her voice. Always like that. And Mary J. Blige, I like that you can feel her pain in her voice when she was singing that. And obviously Honorary mentioned to the Queen, Beyonce, because she's the first one to be able to like flat foot stand sing and then still be a dancing singer like a Paula Abdul style.
Absolutely.
She is very diverse with her vocal.
I respect it.
Yep.
Oh, I just want to apologize for putting Bob Marley in my top 10. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm sorry. I like his voice personally.
It was the dreads.
I like his voice personally. I think it sounds great, but for the intents and purpose of this list, we're going by most skilled. If that's the case, they had no business. I'm sorry.
It's also the same guy that put what was it, Black Eyes Peas for the most iconic Super Bowl performance.
Hey, Black Eyes Peas.
This is why Drake won best rap song for "Find Your Love," Tim, because that type of thinking. Okay.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. You're right. I'm still heated about that. I'll never stop being heated about that.
Honestly, please, audience, let's focus on Tim saying that about Bob Marley and not about me saying that about Aretha. Please, thank you, and respect my privacy.
I feel like my list was the most respectable. Like I feel like you jumped off a deep end when you got rid of Aretha.
Come on, I put Rance Allen in the top 6.
You put Bob Marley though, like your credibility just like you started with it at 10.
I apologize for that too.
We were all just like, oh, here we go.
But all right.
But he is a GOAT. He's definitely a legend.
He's wonderful. Like I don't even know like if we would classify
artistry.
Right?
I mean, like influence. Like he's one of the most influential.
One of the biggest.
Nobody sounds like he's unique. You know, he's
unique.
super unique
for sure.
But he's like an honorary mention.
But I put him more like in the Akon category. They just have unique voices that sound great.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have won American Idol, but they just have such unique voices. It sounds great.
That's why I feel like I put Sam Cooke up there because it's not like he's like show more blowing like but he is not much about history. You know what I'm saying? Like he almost had a Bob Marley type of style with him.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
By the way, it hurt me not putting Michael Jackson on this list too.
I know. It just feels like Mike is supposed to be on everything.
I know.
Here's the thing: the voice I want to hear the most out of all of them is Michael Jackson. That's the voice I want to hear the most out of all of them. But I just can't say he's better than they are.
Can I tell you that I listen to Sam Cooke I probably listen to Sam Cooke maybe once a year, and it's when he's on it comes off from a movie. You know what I'm saying? Like,
question: where would you guys put Elvis Presley? Because that's another iconic voice.
In my opinion, he's not top 100.
More entertainer.
More of an entertainer. Like Michael Jackson would actually crack probably the top 50 for me.
Oh, easy.
Elvis, no, it was an acquired taste.
Childhood Michael Jackson, I put in my top 25.
Yeah.
Also,
Michael Jackson. Adult Michael Jackson, he might not make the top 50, but
also, I would like to end this with Rolling Stone. You're ridiculous for not putting Celine Dion in the top 200.
Yeah, like what are you on?
Like that's absolutely ridiculous.
You said top 50?
No, 200. She's not on the list.
200?
They did 200 and she's not on the list.
Bruh. Seriously?
She's not on the list.
That's embarrassing. And that's so disrespectful.
Yeah.
Like, because they got people that's what they do for their job. And the fact that you didn't think of Celine Dion.
And put Taylor Swift at like 100 and something. Okay.
No, did they really?
Yeah, they put her at 100 and something.
I just seen the list. Bob Marley's on the list.
Yeah.
Bob Marley's on the list.
See, that's the thing with Rolling Stone is because Rolling Stone will be
Queen
like,
B is the number 8. Hey.
Bro, like what are they doing?
Yeah.
Like, are they counting influence? Because that's just Taylor Swift doesn't belong 1 centimeter near anything that Celine Dion is near. If she's not on it, Taylor Swift is not on it.
You know who we gotta say too? Pink. Pink is also a great singer.
She's a great singer.
I think she's on it, but I'm just saying Pink. We should have mentioned.
Even what you said with Beyonce, Beyonce's not in front of Celine Dion, and I love Beyonce singing, but she's not in front of Celine. That's what Celine does.
Yeah, it's completely
like
ridiculous.
when I think of a singer. It's Celine Dion.
Do you think that do you think that it was like so obvious that they forgot and then they printed it and they were like, who didn't put Celine?
And I promise you, as the executive, I would have gone on the news and said, I want to apologize for looking so dumb. We forgot to put Celine Dion on.
Yeah,
like you correct that mistake.
They probably went to Celine Dion themselves and was like, "Hey, I apologize. We'll put you on." Celine was like, "Nah,
it didn't happen.
don't put me on. Don't even put me on no more."
Imagine, no. Imagine being the number 200 person. You're like, "Hey," and then you get knocked off. You're like,
it's just. Rolling Stone made a mistake and just never looked back to like, oh, we're just going to dress her. Hopefully nobody knows or recognizes. Yeah. We'll let bygones be bygones. No, bro, you gotta correct.
We're on your head.
Yeah, like that is wrong.
On your head.
And disrespectful to her legacy and her career.
All right. Well, you guys let us know in the comments. Do you guys agree with who we put, or do you disagree? Which I know you guys will with me. But let us know. We want to hear your takes. And on that note,
I'm Donnie.
And I'm James. And this was another episode of The DJ's Take.